Hi everyone, it's Annie, and I'm here today to do the Booktube Newbie Tag. So I'm very new to Booktube. This is my first video, and I want to introduce myself to everyone. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? So this year, 2020, as everyone knows, the whole lockdown situation has given people a lot of free time. And I've read more this year than I have in previous years, a lot more. So, because I love reading and I'd really love to meet people who have the same book interests as I do, I decided to start this channel because I read a ton anyway, and I might as well join a new community and learn more about books that other people are reading too. So that's why I started this now. The second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? I don't know. I mean, I just like what I like. I feel like I have pretty specific tastes. I know YA contemporary and YA fantasy is quite popular here on BookTube. Of course, not everyone likes it. I don't really like it that much. It's not a rule or anything. But I don't know. I mean, I just want to read what I like to read and make videos about what I like to read. So if you like the same things as I do, it'd be fun to meet you. And yeah, I'm just gonna be me. Question number 3 is, what are you most excited about for this new channel? Well, I'm really excited because I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a while now. I just wasn't sure what to do it about, and I'm just excited to meet new people and get some video editing experience, because I know nothing about that. Yeah, I'm just really excited to meet people who also like the same books that I like. I'm a really big fan of sci-fi, and I'm a really big fan of books with queer representation. So if you like any of those things, please hit me up. Yeah, I'm just really excited to meet new people. Question number 4, why do you love reading? Well, my whole family loves reading. It was a big part of my childhood. My dad would always read books to me every night. And it just from when I can remember, I was just always reading. We always used to go to the library every week. My sister is now a librarian, so that shows how much my family loves reading. And it's such a great escape, and there's so many different things you can learn just by reading. You know, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to pay any money. You can go to your library. I think libraries are one of the most beautiful things that humans have ever created. And just people can do such magic with the words that they write, and I love reading it. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? This is hard. This is hard because, like I said, I've been reading since I was pretty young, so I remember my sister reading Harry Potter to me when I was quite young. And I remember as a kid, I loved this fantasy kids book series called Del Toro's Quest. I read every one of those books. Oh, I also love the Warrior Cats series, though I got into that a little later, maybe in middle school. So I guess Harry Potter would technically be the first series, and of course I fell in love with it as a kid, and yeah, so that definitely got me into reading. Question number 6. What questions would I ask my favorite booktubers? This is really hard. I'm not sure if I have a favorite booktuber. I mean, I like most of them. I just it's just fun watching other people who like books, so it doesn't matter to me who they are. I guess I would ask, like, do they feel pressure to read the same books that everyone else is reading? Like, to only read the books that are popular right now? Or do they feel more comfortable on BookTube specifically branching out and reading whatever they want to read, whether it's popular or not? Because that's something that I'm kind of thinking about. I don't I mean, I was never part of a book community before. I always just read what I wanted to read whenever. You know, I never really kept up with book releases or anything, except for sci-fi. Um, so I'm just wondering, like, yeah, if they feel any pressure and how that affects their videos. Question number 7. What challenges of starting a BookTube channel do I think would be the hardest to overcome? Um, I think honestly just being natural in front of the camera. It's kind of uncomfortable for me to sit and look at myself and watch myself while editing. But so hopefully I'll be able to get over that soon and also act more naturally in front of the camera, because I feel like I'm a little bit nervous and I'm just smiling all the time. Yeah, and I guess I'm a little shy, so really putting myself out there and talking to the other booktubers that I really want to connect with and making friends. Question number 8. When did you start reading? Well, as I said in a previous question, I have been reading all my life, basically. I mean, my sister is 8 years older than me, and so by the time I was born, she had already established her love of reading. So I was always surrounded by people who always had their nose in a book. And it was just really natural for me to want to read and love reading. And yeah, I would always just hang out in the school library at lunch and just read everything I could. So I started reading as a really young kid and just kept going from there. Question number 9. Where do I read? This is a good question. I've never really thought about it before, but I guess I listen to a lot of audiobooks because I live in Japan right now. I'm an English teacher, and I can't just go to my local library and pick up any new release because everything here is in Japanese. I could order books from Amazon, but I don't really like ordering books before I know that I like them. So I listen to a lot of audiobooks while I'm driving. So driving to and from work every day and just wherever else I happen to go. I take a lot of walks. I'm a big 10,000 steps a day person, so I listen to audiobooks while I'm taking walks. I listen to audiobooks while I'm cooking, cleaning, hanging laundry, anything, like even eating. You know, if I can't put the book down, I'll just have it playing almost all day on weekends too. And if I have not a physical book, but on the app, you know, if I have an ebook, not an audiobook, usually I don't like to do that because all my technology is backlit and it hurts my eyes after a while to read the words on a backlit screen. But I do it for shorter books, and if I'm doing that, I just like to read it while sitting on my bed or on my couch. And question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? Okay, sci-fi. Sci-fi is my number one top genre ever. I have always loved it. my dad was a big sci-fi Star Trek nerd growing up, my sister, and I love sci-fi so much. Any sci-fi, anything. I tend to gravitate right now towards more adult sci-fi, but if it's sci-fi, I'll read it. And I mentioned before, I really like to read books with LGBT plus protagonists or characters. Sci-fi, I'm not a big fan of fantasy. And I don't know why. I really want to like it. I like some types of fantasy, but high fantasy, I'm not really a fan of. I mean, I love Lord of the Rings, but that's really the extent of it. I used to like it much more than I do now. I'm not sure why, but tastes change, I guess. So sci-fi, LGBT, historical fiction. I am not a big fan of romance at all. Yeah, I just can't think of anything except sci-fi. I like thrillers a lot, but I don't really like the domestic thriller thing with the alcoholic woman as the main character and she's unreliable and everything like that. It's not really my jam, so no, I mean, if I pick up a book and I like it, then I like it. That's it. My favorite sci-fi books, Ancillary Justice. So if that tells you anything about me, that's all you need to know. That is my favorite book of all time. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. I'm, again, really happy to start my booktube journey. And, you know, if you like any of the genres I like or you have anything to say, please comment down below. I'd really love to get to know everyone here. Yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!